I never thought I'd find myself here, wondering if I'm overreacting for simply wanting respect in my relationship. But here I am, questioning if my feelings are even valid. I'm 25, and for the past 4 months, I've been in a long-distance relationship with a girl who is 24. She has this incredibly close friend, a guy she calls her brother. They've known each other since college, and she swears up and down that it's completely, 100% platonic. I tried to believe that, I really did. Yesterday, this friend flew to her city to see her. He booked a hotel room, and she told me she'd visit him there, but promised she wouldn't stay overnight. I chose to trust her. She spent the entire day with him at his hotel. As the hours passed, a small, uneasy feeling started to grow in the pit of my stomach, but I kept pushing it down, telling myself I was just being insecure. She called me around 10 that night. She sounded happy, relaxed. She said they were having dinner in his hotel room and were going to watch some movies. I knew what was coming. I could feel it in my bones. I didn't say a single word about it, trying to be the cool, trusting boyfriend. But deep down, a part of me already knew she wasn't coming home that night. And I was right. They stayed up until 3 in the morning, and then they slept in the same bed. The next morning, I couldn't bring myself to send my usual good morning video. The cheerfulness just wasn't there. I simply texted that I hadn't slept well. Her reply? Well, it's too late. We've both woken up. That one line, it was so casual, so dismissive. It hit me harder than she will ever know. It felt like my feelings were just an inconvenience to her morning. I tried to keep my cool. I really did. I wanted to have a calm, adult conversation about it. But then she told me they would probably do the same thing again that night. That's when I snapped. I couldn't hold it in anymore. I told her this was not okay. I explained that I didn't care about their so-called intentions or how innocent they claimed it was. This is about boundaries. It's about respecting your partner's feelings, even if you don't fully understand them. It's about considering how your actions might affect the person who is supposed to matter most to you. She just kept repeating that nothing happened, that I had nothing to worry about. But that's not the point, is it? Even if we assume everything was completely innocent, how can you just ignore your partner's explicit discomfort and then plan to do the exact same thing again? It felt like my feelings were being completely invalidated, like they didn't matter at all in the face of her friendship. It felt like she was choosing his comfort over my peace of mind. Then, hours later, a message popped up on my phone. She said they'd had a fight about me, I am guessing, and that she was going to stay one more night with him because it was too late to travel back home. As if that made anything better. It just confirmed that she was willing to spend another night in bed with him rather than go home and de-escalate the situation with me. She apologized, sort of. She said she didn't realize her decisions affected me. Whatever that means. How could you not realize that sleeping in the same bed as another man would affect your boyfriend? It was a non-apology, and it just made everything worse. That's when I knew. That was the moment everything became crystal clear. It was over. Not because I was convinced she cheated, but because she shattered something far more important, something I can't just glue back together. Trust and respect. Later, she admitted she had packed extra clothes just in case she had to stay over. This wasn't a spontaneous mistake made in the heat of the moment. It was a possibility she had planned for. The disrespect was premeditated. And in that moment of painful clarity, I realized something simple. This isn't about control. This isn't about jealousy. It's about respect. It's about basic consideration for the person you claim to care about. If you truly care for someone, you don't willfully cross their boundaries and then try to justify it by calling it harmless. You protect their feelings. You protect the relationship. My final text to her was short. I told her we needed to talk, but deep down, I knew what I had to say. I'm done. Thank you for listening to my story. If you've ever been in a similar situation, know that your feelings are valid. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories. Take care.